The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Missouri State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. So Kennesaw State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking to throw, it's Durant. Pulls it in, it's Goff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's caught. It's Chum. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught behind the line, it's Hardy. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the big fella. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. Across the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bears are threatening in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Good. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Missouri State. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march. And oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. To the air, it's Durant. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got the tight end. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Hunt is on its way. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Casey. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. He leaves it with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Dropping back, it's Durant. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Owls! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it himself. Inside the 35. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to fire. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other... Touchdown, Missouri State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Chung. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Back to throw, it's Durant. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the grab on the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout on Missouri State.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football around.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here's a heat. And that pass was knocked down, but I think this flag is going to negate a good defensive play. The defense was in the neutral zone.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. You want to talk about as he plows his way to the 35. The Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space, it's Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He caught it. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! They take the lead with the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to South Alabama. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a little space.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Goff. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got his man down the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Missouri State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Continues to fight for yards. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. To throw, it's Durant. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Goff. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Finds his man. It's Fritz. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 25. With the catch and score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Bear offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it out fast. still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Good, solid tackle. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Durant. Fires to the middle. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's touchdown Bears! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, Ryan.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to set up the screen. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Prince. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looking downfield, it's Durant. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch, and he will score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And that's a first down.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start giving new guys an opportunity to see the field and just see what they can do.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.